Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here once again at the Lilly Center. Oak Hill High School girls basketball this evening against the Point Pleasant Black Knights. Lucas Berry and Chris Rader here with you. And Chris, I feel like the theme for Oak Hill this evening talked so much about is beating a Quad A team. This isn't a Quad A game, but it's still an important game for Oak Hill. It's kind of been in the funk as of late. And believe it or not, we're already at like the last couple weeks of the season. This is a really important game for Oak Hill to get back on track momentum-wise before the playoffs start.
No, you're exactly right. I was talking to Daryl Compton earlier today, and they come in with a record of 8-8, and they're going to try something new tonight. He said they're going to work on a 2-2-1 zone press. They usually go 1-2-2, and they're going to experiment a little bit. And the games in February are to get you ready for March, and their last regular season game is February 21st. So I mean that's just a couple weeks away, right around the corner, and he wants to experiment and try something new. And if it works, then I think he's maybe going to break it out a little bit more and get ready. And he's trying to look for any advantage he can against these Quad A teams in his region. And so he just wants to experiment with this tonight and see if it works.
Right. And that's the thing. And I'll echo what we talked about a little bit about our good friend, Coach Greg Chris. And he always said it's 20 exhibition games, right? Now, of course, what he was facing is a little different because he was facing a sectional. It's one big region now. But it's still the same principle. It doesn't really truly matter how many games you win outside of seeding.
Yeah.
Just get yourself in.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we've talked about the new regional seeding. So there's 6 teams in Oak Hill's region, and they are playing for seeding. And he was telling me before the game that it looks like right now Oak Hill is going to fall somewhere in that 4 to 5 line. But with only 6 teams, in an 8-team region, the 4 and 5 will play each other. In a 6-team region, they don't, because the first 2 seeds get a bye. So it's important he really wants that 4 seed, because if you're the 4 seed, you're actually playing the 5 seed. But if you're the 5 seed, you're playing the 3. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So you want to get some seeding. You want to get a little less tough opponent to begin the regionals with. But yeah, he's trying to look for any spark he can. It's been, they take one step forward, they take another step back, and 8-8, and he's just looking for any advantage he can, and maybe he can break out something new against these Quad A teams in the postseason.
This is a game that Oak Hill won early in the season at Point Pleasant. I remember that specifically because if you're not following, they have a Facebook page for the girls basketball team, and one of the first things I saw was right around the time when we were figuring out what our basketball schedule would be. And the team actually stopped out the Mothman statue in Point Pleasant way back in the game. Like, that's how you do it. So I believe we're going to have a national anthem here, and we'll pause and come right back.
Now, Lucas, something that Daryl told me in the pregame, you mentioned they beat Point Pleasant 51-34 down there on December the 12th. He was really impressed, though, with Point Pleasant's energy. In fact, he mentioned that a couple of times. He said they play with great effort. And he said, if anything scares me about Point Pleasant, it's that. He said they play with great effort. And I can appreciate that. I appreciate teams that play with effort. And you can't say that about every player and every team. But he said they really give it all 100% when they're on the court. They're not real big. They play a lot of zones, so that's something else they're going to work on. Oak Hill's going to work. It gives them a chance to fine-tune their zone offense, because Point Pleasant plays a lot of zone. and then it's going to give them a chance defensively. He wants to tinker with this 2-2-1 press. And he said, if that works out, then he's got 3 different presses that he can throw at teams, maybe in the postseason to, just give them a different look, give them something different to prepare for. And, again, just try to gain an advantage against teams that maybe he doesn't have an athletic advantage against.
Right. As the Oak Hill starters are being announced, I've always loved this introduction they do. It's so fun.
Very cool.
So with that, we're just about set to get things rolling here on a nice Tuesday night in Oak Hill.
Seems like we were just here last night.
It does, doesn't it? Kind of weird.
Deja vu a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope this game is as competitive. I just hope we have a different outcome for Oak Hill.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about Point Pleasant's effort. Bluefield, again, that's a team that had every reason to kind of mail it in and not really compete, and they competed all night and earned their first win.
They sure did, absolutely. They played really well last night. I did want to mention, Daryl Compton had mentioned that they honored the Toller family before the game. They gave them a really cool and enclosed in case signed jersey, and he wanted me to mention that. He said the Toller family are big supporters of both the Oak Hill boys and girls team, and he said if we can mention that on air, he'd really appreciate it. So they honor the Toller family, and all these athletic programs need as much support as they can get.
Absolutely, we're happy to help them out in that, no doubt.
Now, he told me that a key player for Point Pleasant is the number 12, Delaney Pearson, who's going to be jumping center for him. And as you can see, as Oak Hill walks on the court, Point Pleasant is not a big team. He said we will definitely have the size advantage, and you can see Allie Williams jumping against Delaney Pearson. There's a big advantage there. Nobody on the court is nearly as big as Natalie Craddock.
But it's Point Pleasant who controls the opening tip, and they go right in the bucket. It's Allie Williams who brings the rebound down for Oak Hill. Back out to Tasia Gray. Gray trying to push up the floor. They go inside to Wilburn, puts it up and in, 2-0 Oak Hill.
That's a really good look ahead by Tasia. They caught Point Pleasant in their transition defense where they could set up that zone. And here you see Oak Hill going with their zone. And already it causes a turnover. I think we're going to have a travel right there. Maybe an over and back. I didn't get the call, but whatever the case, it's going to be a turnover. So already that press is paying dividends for Oak Hill.
It was already in that area where you're going to get
I never saw the call. He just blew the whistle and said it was Oak Hill ball, but I didn't see if it was travel or over and back.
Tasia Gray just underway here, first quarter. Allie Williams. Williams into Natalie Craddock. Craddock back out to Tasia Gray. Time to go back over to Wilburn. They do.
Now, I'll say this, Lucas. Point Pleasant really extends that zone out to the mid-court area. They come out a lot further than a lot of teams do.
Tasia kicking it back out. It's Jada Wilburn now over to Allie Williams trying to go inside for Addie Isaacs. A little too far out in front.
And you can see Oak Hill's got some work to do. They didn't really attack that zone very well at all. They looked uncomfortable against it.
And the ball now is Bella Tolliver, and now it's over to Olivia Fields for Point Pleasant. Fields back over to Tolliver. Tolliver puts it up, can't get it to go. Craddock's in there on the rebound.
Yeah, there you see that big size advantage for Oak Hill. Nobody really had a chance against Natalie for that rebound.
Trying to go back into Tasia. It falls into the hands of Natalie, going back out to Wilburn. It's off the mark. Allie's in there on the rebound.
I'd like to see Natalie just get that and go up strong with it. I think she could have got fouled or gotten a layup right there instead of kicking it out.
Bella Tolliver. Going to go cross court now.
Good hands by Wilburn. Wilburn stripped her. Nice defense.
And Tasia's off to the races, but she loses the ball temporarily. Got it back. Into the corner they go. Up inside now to Natalie Craddock, who will go up and draw the foul.
That's what I was talking about. I wish Natalie would have done that the first time. She's got a big size advantage. It's going to be on number 4, Bella Tolliver. That'll be her first. So when Natalie gets the ball that close to the basket, she needs to go up strong with it. They don't have anybody who can really match her size or strength in there.
Free throw up is good. And it's 3-0. Red Devils took the lead here early.
And again, here's that 2-2-1 press for Oak Hill. Point Pleasant does a little bit better job breaking at that time. We're going to get a foul out front on Tasia Gray. And Point will have a side inbound.
Kyla Queen now they're now in 44.
That's good D by Tasia, cutting her off there, not letting her get in the lane.
Martin right back out to Pearson, right in front of us. Pearson's going to the bucket. It's off the bottom of the backboard.
It was a good ball fake. She got a little too far under the basket, though. She got Allie Williams in the air, but got a little too far under the basket to do anything with it.
Jada Wilburn now. Over to Addie Isaacs. Tasia Gray with it now. Nice feed inside to Wilburn. Shots blocked.
Really nice feed, but Caitlin Martin with a nice block there for Point Pleasant. Nice job defensively.
Bella Tolliver now cross court to Kyla
Good pass.
Queen. Inside they're going to Pearson. That's blocked by Natalie Craddock.
Great swat by Natalie Craddock, yeah, controlling the paint in there.
And out comes Addie Isaacs with it.
It almost looks like they're trying to trap it around the midcourt area as Tasia Gray couldn't get that to fall. The rebound pulled down by number 10, Kyla Queen. But that's a really aggressive zone defense they're playing. They really extend it out.
Tolliver got it over now to Olivia
Good
Fields.
pass. I like that pass.
Fields got to do something with it.
Yeah, double dribble. Because, again, she found herself with Natalie Craddock on her back, so she's given up almost a foot right there. Couldn't do anything with it. That was a nice pass into the lane, but Point Pleasant just couldn't. She bobbled a little bit, couldn't do anything with it.
Tasia Gray now with it for Oak Hill. Allie Williams to get inside to Natalie Craddock. Craddock trying to muscle her way inside to draw the foul.
Yeah, she did on Caitlin Martin, and I really believe if they wanted to do that, they could do that about all night. I don't think they have anybody in there that can stop Natalie when she gets that close to the basket. She can probably live at the line here tonight if she wants to.
First free throw is up. It is no good. It remains 3-0 Oak Hill. Second free throw is good. 4-0 Devils. And out comes Point Pleasant now. It's Bella Tolliver trying to cross the halfway line against the Oak Hill press. Right inside to Kyla Queen. Queen getting it back out now to Fields. Tolliver, deep three, short. Pearson's in there, is blocked.
Boy, Natalie Craddock, man, she looks like Akeem Olajuwon out there. Is that too old a reference?
No.
Is that? I'm wondering.
I was thinking of Kempe Mutombo myself.
People my age would get it. There's probably, if you're younger watching it, you're like, who is Akeem Olajuwon? I don't watch NBA anymore, so I don't have any current references to pull from.
You're looking at the wrong guy. I don't watch the NBA either. Here's Bella Tolliver. It's over to Olivia Fields. Fields trying to go back inside for Pearson. It's stolen away.
Good hands by Tasia Gray.
She'll lose it. And Point will come out of that unscathed. Cross-court pass now. It's in the air. I think it was blocked on the way in.
Yeah, Eddie Isaacs got a handle that. Queen got it back, though. Laid it up and in.
4-2. Black Knights are on the board.
Lucas, I'm trying to figure out that press. I think it's a 2-2-1, but it's a different looking 2-2-1. That's a tough shot by Addie.
Allie was in there on the rebound.
Oh, she threw it off Kyla Queen. Kyla Queen took that ball right to the stomach.
Ooh.
Nothing dirty about it. I mean, just a good play, but
no. Well,
they actually said I think Allie might have been out of bounds. No, they're saying that's Oak Hill ball.
Okay.
So it did go off Kyla Queen.
Allie Williams has it now for Oak Hill. Trying to go back inside for Allie. She'll put a shot up, can't get it to fall.
That's a good shot, though. That's a nice little mid-range jumper for Allie. You can live with her taking that. That's a good drive by Kyla Queen. Good, really strong drive.
And she knocks the game up 4. 3:06 to go here, first quarter. It's Tasia Gray. Back out to Allie Williams. Over to Addie Isaacs trying to feed
There
it
you
back
go.
inside for Natalie. Put it up. Couldn't get it to fall.
That's the right play, though. That's the right play. That's a good feed, and that's the right play. Natalie just missed an easy shot, but keep going to that.
Bella Tolliver now.
That's a nice pass by Tolliver. Pearson was cutting baseline. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Point Pleasant.
Yeah.
They have the right idea with what they're trying to do offensively. They're not always executing it, but I'm impressed with what they're trying to do. You can tell they're a well-coached. Yeah,
they're
a
reading the game
well-coached
well.
team.
Yeah. Here's Tasia Gray. As Jordan Harris gets up off the bench now for Oak Hill. We'll see who she comes in for the next stoppage of play. It's Jada Wilburn who kept it in for Oak Hill and got it back over to Tasia. Tasia putting up a mid-range shot, can't get it to fall. Allie was in there on the rebound, saved it. It's Addie Isaacs now. Isaacs kicking it back out to Jada Wilburn for three. It's off the rim. Isaacs brings it down yet again for Oak Hill. Trying to go back inside for Allie Williams. Nice feed inside for Natalie, but we're going to get a tie up here.
Kyla Queen tied her up, yeah.
And that will be Oak Hill ball. And it will be Allie Williams who comes off for Jordan Harris.
Point Pleasant with a couple of substitutions. Number 21 checks into the game for Point. That's Kendra Lee, and number 40, Faith Howes.
Tasia Gray. Back over now. Wilburn trying to go to the bucket. Can't get it to fall.
But
Jordan Harris is in there on the rebound, and that will be another tie-up.
That'll go to Point Pleasant. Tasia was able to penetrate the zone, and she had a pretty good look, just couldn't finish at that time.
It's a game so far. Good ideas, not so great execution at the moment.
Yeah, I thought she got away with a walk right there. Good hands by Addie Isaacs. Oak Hill in transition here.
And out comes Tasia Gray. She'll go up, she'll draw the foul.
Nice job by Tasia. She drew the foul on Olivia Fields. That'll be her first. That'll send Tasia to the line, looking for her first points of the game. But I'll tell you what, Oak Hill, I can see maybe why Daryl's trying to get some turnovers here tonight, because right now they're struggling against that in their half-court offense against that defense. They're not really getting great looks, don't look really comfortable against it.
Her first free throw was good. It's 5-4. And she got them both.
Good defense. Addie got the steal.
And she'll go to the bucket herself, put it up and in.
She got her first points of the game. And that's what Oak Hill needs to do here tonight, is create turnovers, get some easy offense.
Bella Tolliver got it back over to Kyla Queen.
Yeah, she was out of bounds. So we're seeing that press really starting to bother Point Pleasant right now.
8-4 Oak Hill, 1:13 to go in the first quarter.
As Caitlin Martin's going to check back into the game, Kendra Lee's going to take a seat.
Tasia Gray. Had to go out to Jada Wilburn. Craddock got her options. Back over to Wilburn, now working at far side. Looked like that was Addie Isaacs in the corner. She couldn't hit it. But she was in there trying to cause another turnover, but she does not. And out comes Point Pleasant. And
tell you
that
what,
was Queen going to the bucket. Couldn't quite get it to go.
Yeah, nice leak out by Addie.
And she'll put it up and in, 10-4 Oak Hill.
And that's what Oak Hill wants to get out in transition and cause turnovers and get their points that way. That's where they're having their most success. Nice pass.
Martin going
and again, Natalie Craddock just an eraser under there. That's the third block by my count. Doing a great job.
Tasia should be fouled here.
She lost it. They lost out of bounds. It's going to be Point Pleasant ball. No, Point is doing a good job, but then Natalie's erased a couple of them, and they're bobbling passes and can't quite execute what they're trying to do. But I like their ideas.
Tolliver going back out to Kyla Queen.
Good hands by Eddie. Now they got it back.
Three is in the air. It is no good. Got to put it up at the last shot of the quarter, and they're not going to, and that's how the quarter ends. After 8 minutes of basketball, it's 10-4 Oak Hill. We shall return after these messages from Pinheads. You are watching girls basketball on the New River Network. And we have returned for the second quarter here on the New River Network. Lucas Berry and Chris Rader here with you. And Chris, it's 10-4 Oak Hill, but you and I have both been really impressed with how Point Pleasant's come to play tonight.
Now, you can tell they're a well-coached team. I think they don't have a lot of size. They might not be the most athletic team Oak Hill's played all year, but they're a well-coached team, and I can tell that what they're trying to do, they know how to attack it. They're just not quite executing what they know to do, though.
Danielle Parsons, fresh into the game for Oak Hill, she lost it. And Point will have to break it, and they do with Caitlin Martin getting it out to Kyla Queen. Good
hands by Casey Compton, who just checked in. She picked her clean that time.
Compton has it back over here now. It's Addie Isaacs.
It's a good pass by Addie.
Time to go inside for Jordan Harris, and Queen was in there.
See, I'd like to see, just like I mentioned with Natalie, I'd like to see Allie just go up strong with that. She's probably going to get fouled if she does. Again, there's a big size advantage when Allie and Natalie are down inside. Just go up strong with that. Don't try to pass it. You're either going to score or get fouled normally.
Tolliver trying to go up ahead to Delaney Pearson. Pearson's got it something with it. She got it back over to Tolliver.
That's a good look.
It's a real good look, and unfortunately it's going to go right to our nice, safe Chris.
No, they had a good look over there on the left wing, and they just couldn't knock it down. But I'd have to think that Point will live with that for that set, though.
Addie Isaacs now 4-0 kill.
That's a good pass by Compton. That's what you want to do right there. Feed Allie. Get it to your post players inside. Let them get easy baskets. That's a nice look by Addie. And then there you go. Jordan Harris picks it off.
Harris kicks it out wide. That's Danielle Parsons. She can't get it to fall. But Addie Isaacs went back up with it. No, that was Casey Compton. I saw a three there. Casey Compton went back up with it, and she should be shooting two.
She will be. That's going to be on Kyla Queen. That'll be her first.
First free throw is no good. 6:46 to go here in the half. It's 12-4 Oak Hill. Second free throw is good. And Oak
Casey's
Hill
first points
is
in the
now
game.
up by 9. 13-4.
Threw it away. That's what that pressure will do to you, man. It'll just speed you up.
Trying to find Caitlin Martin there, but just couldn't. And Compton will inbound.
Now, here's the tough part for Darryl. You have to try to see, okay, it's working against Point. Does it work against Beckley? Does it work against George Washington? I don't know. And that's why he's the coach, and you have to kind of figure that out. Will they struggle with it the same way Point's struggling with it? I didn't see what – was there a foul there? I didn't see what happened.
I didn't see either. Isaac nearly got her pocket pick, but she'll put a three up. It's in and out.
Just rimmed out. Nice job by Casey Compton. Way to go strong with that.
No, I didn't see that because I was trying to think of another example.
That's a good job of breaking the press.
Martin going inside, can't get it blocked. Delaney Pearson going up, and Oak Hill's out on the run. It's Danielle Parsons, and it'll be a Point Pleasant ball.
Point's doing they did a nice job of breaking that. Again, Oak Hill size. Allie Williams got the block down here. And that's happened 3 or 4 times where you points on a pretty nice job breaking the press. You think they're going to have a good look, and then Oak Hill's size just erases it. Good hands by Danielle Parsons, caused the turnover there.
Compton back over to Isaacs. Isaacs put it up. Can't get it to fall. Allie Williams with the rebound. She'll put it back up and in.
Yeah, and you can see Oak Hill size is really just dominating in there. Allie and Natalie Craddock having their way inside.
Caitlin Martin. Martin trying to go back inside for Delaney Pearson, who puts the shot up. She's going to say she walked. So that will negate that.
Caitlin Martin was just a tad late on that pass. If she gets it to Delaney Pearson a beat earlier, I think that's a layup. But then she hesitated. When she got the pass to Pearson, and Oak Hill had a chance to recover.
Isaacs over to Danielle Parsons. Parsons working it back inside to
There you
Allie
go.
Williams. Williams kicking it back out to Addie Isaacs. Isaacs trying to feed it back in. It's Danielle Parsons. She'll put a shot up. Can't get it to fall. Allie Williams with the and one.
Are they going to count that? I thought that was on the floor. They're counting it. So that's going to be on. I don't see who they called that on. Sorry, I missed that. I'll have to get that. So yeah, that's an and one. That gives Allie 6. She's going to try to go to the line to get her 7th. Can't quite finish it. I thought that was a very generous and one, to be honest with you. I thought that was on the floor. And again, another foul here. As Point Pleasant starting to rack them up. It's going to be on Caitlin Martin. By my count, that's her 2nd. I missed one, though. That'll send Allie right back to the line. And right now, she's the game-high scorer with 6.
First free throw is up and good. Let's harp on it again because it feels like it bears mentioning. You get 5 team fouls in the quarter, you're shooting the rest of the way. And Point Pleasant's already at 3.
I like to see 2 foul shots in a row go in. Man, we're not seeing that a lot right now, are we?
We're really not.
Saw that from the boys last night, too. A lot of empty trips or half-empty trips. You don't see a lot of kids knocking 2 down in a row.
Martin trying to feed it inside for Pearson. Pearson.
That's going to be Oak Hill ball that went off on Pearson. Pearson's getting a little frustrated. She's trying to go up strong in the paint, and she's just giving up a lot of size, whether it's Allie or Natalie Craddock, and just can't get it to fall as Addie Isaacs is going to take a seat.
It's Tasia Gray now for Oak Hill, going over to Danielle Parsons. Parsons back over to Casey Compton. Compton over to Tasia Gray. Back over to Danielle Parsons, who puts a 3 up. I think it got blocked on the way in.
Yeah, it might have. It's going to be Point Pleasant ball. Oak Hill sticking with that press, though, keeping the pressure on Point Pleasant.
Delaney Pearson. Pearson over to Kimberly Martin, puts it up. It's no good. I beg your pardon, that was Caitlin Martin.
But see, that's a good job of breaking the press. That's a good look. That's a little 8-foot shot on the baseline, which I have to think you'll live with, but they're not able to knock it down. But they know what they want to do. They're just not executing it. Tasia Gray picks that off.
Send it up to Casey Compton. Compton going up, and it's in.
Nice job by Tasia. It is a nice job of leading Casey Compton.
23-4, Oak Hill has the lead. Nearly stolen away again, but it will be corralled by Kyla Queen, who goes up and draws the foul. We'll see who that's on.
No, I think that's going to be on Allie Williams, and that's just Oak Hill's first foul of the night, which that's hard to do. It's hard to press and not pick up more fouls than that, but that's the first foul Oak Hill's been whistled for by my count, unless I've missed one, but I think that's the first foul of the night.
First free throw is up. It's good. It's 23-5.
Kyla Queen's got all 5 of their points as Karison Fazell checks in. And then Faith House is going to check back in for Point Pleasant.
Second free throw was missed. Danielle Parsons brought it ahead now for Oak Hill. She'll get it out to Casey Compton as it's stolen away, but then will be given right back to Oak Hill on and out of bounds.
Yeah, Kyla Queen, nice hands that time. Just couldn't quite keep it in bounds, but she almost had a breakaway layup.
Tasia Gray now 4-0 kill, just about halfway home in the second quarter.
Nice pass. Good job by Casey Compton. I like it.
25-5.
Allie Williams has 10. She's the first player in double figures for either team. That's a really nice feed by Casey, though.
Bella Tolliver. Nice pass. Pearson had the shot. She couldn't get it to fall.
If Pearson pump fakes that and drives baseline, she's got a layup. Because Allie came closing out hard on that.
Faith Howes got the rebound. Was in there on it, but Oak Hill misses the shot. Howes will get that rebound, and she'll bring it out for her team. Bella Tolliver. Nice feed inside, but it will be still Point Pleasant ball as it goes off an Oak Hill player.
Yeah, Allie Williams deflected that. They were trying to hit Delaney Pearson, and she was cutting baseline right there.
Bella Tolliver. Back over now to Olivia Fields. Fields trying to go back inside for Howes, and it will be Oak Hill ball.
And again, I kind of like the idea. If Howes is able to corral, everything they're doing is just a beat off. It's just a little bit off of what they're, and that's the reason they're not able to execute it. But I think Point Pleasant has the right idea a lot of times on the offensive end. They just can't quite get it done.
Vizell fed it back over to Parsons. Rebound is brought down by Williams, who puts a shot up. It's no good.
Yeah, Oak Hill's just absolutely controlling the glass right there.
Tolliver, excuse me, that's Olivia Fields. Back over to Bella Tolliver now. Tolliver, long pass, and it'll end up in the bleachers.
Yeah. Cross-court bomb, hung in the air forever, it seemed like. Somebody got to help her.
I was going to say, we need someone inbound. Casey Compton was the one. She'll get it back to Tasia Gray. 2.5 to play, second quarter. Danielle Parsons working it back around to Tasia. Now we'll back over to Carrie Fizel. And now it's Danielle Parsons trying to go back inside for Casey Compton. Puts a shot up. It is no good. Fizel was in there on the glass, and the whistle will be blown.
We see Carrison wearing that face mask. She's protecting that nose she broke against Grafton in the holiday tournament in Summersville, but she's still down there battling inside.
A couple games ago when she came back and she scored her first bucket on a free throw, that team was really into it. They were really happy for her coming back after she missed a couple games with that broken nose. I do remember that quite well.
I said Kyla Queen stepped out of bounds. So Jada Wilbur's going to check back in for Casey Compton.
Tasia Gray now 4-0 kill. Danielle Parsons. Allie Williams.
That's the play right there.
Got it.
Can't stop that. Allie Williams now with 12. And Lucas, I think they could do that all night if they wanted to.
They might just. We'll see how the game develops. It's 27-5 lead for Oak Hill at present. Bella Tolliver. Olivia Fields. No one was home.
Allie Williams calls that turnover and came up with it.
And now here's Fizel.
It's going to be a tie ball. It's going to be Point Pleasant ball.
With 1:18 to go until halftime. Bella Tolliver now up to Faith Howes. Olivia Fields. Tolliver tried to go back inside for Howes and finds his way off the backboard somehow.
Danielle Parsons, nice hands that time, deflected that.
Tasia's off for the races. Tasia Gray up and in.
Nice job by Tasia finishing with that left hand. I like to see kids who can finish with their off hand. I never could. Good drive.
Pearson's up and in.
It's Pearson's first points of the night.
Tasia Gray now, 40 seconds to go in the half. 29-7 Oak Hill with the lead. It's Danielle Parsons now. Back over to Jada Wilburn. Carrie Fizel. Back over to Danielle Parsons. 25 seconds. Tasha Gray. Back over to Parsons. Cross-court pass trying to go back to Wilburn, but it will go out of bounds. I think we'll keep it. No, it'll be Point Pleasant ball. So 19.1 seconds. Point will have a chance.
Mackenzie Weichel, number 15, is checked into the game for Point. Nice job of getting into the teeth of that zone, the defense, but then Allie Williams just took it from her. It's a tie ball. It's going to stay with Point, though. Well, you watch Allie play, man. She's physical.
She really is.
She is physical. She plays hard.
Another tie-up.
Another tie-up.
And that'll kill this time.
Is it just me, or is there more tie-ups in girls basketball than boys? Like by a mile. It seems that way to me.
I did a game last year with a fellow named John Smith. I think we had 18 tie-ups in one game. As Wilburn goes up, shot's no good. And that'll bring the end to the first half. 29-7, Oak Hill has the lead. Let's take a break, and let's come back for the second half after this on the Neruva Network. We are back here with just under 2 minutes to go in the halftime. Oak Hill leads 29-7, but Chris, I mean, from my perspective, it doesn't seem like Point Pleasant's really that far off. They've got the right ideas, they're just not hitting it. They're like you said, they're a tick late.
Yeah, they are a tick late, and I'm not to take anything away from these girls, but I just don't think they have the size and athleticism to quite execute what they're wanting to do. I think they're a well-coached team, but they're just getting out-athleted a little bit here by Oak Hill. They don't have enough size to compete, so they're struggling with that a little bit. So there's not – I mean, I could try to sound smart and break down a lot of X's and O's. There's not a lot to break down. Oak Hill just has better material on the court right now, and, they're running away with it. But I mentioned, Daryl Compton was going to, try something new tonight and experiment a little bit. And, again, he's – as a coach, he's got to – try to extrapolate, okay, this looks pretty good against Point. Is it going to look good against Woodrow? Is it going to look good against UW when you're facing bigger and better athletes? And I don't know. I mean, that's the decision for him to make, but I guess it's something he can continue to try to, mess with that 2-2-1 press in practice and try to fine-tune it a little bit. But if nothing else, it gives some of the Quad A teams in the region something new to prepare for and something maybe they haven't seen before. And as we've talked, Oak Hill has struggled against some teams in their region, and I think he's just trying to find something different and try something different to see if he can get a better outcome once you get to the postseason.
I was looking at the schedule. The next game they play is at Bluefield, so you're not really going to have a lot of opportunities to find out against Quad A opponents. So that's fine, right? We always talked about just experiment, figure it out, right?
Point Pleasant, Bluefield,
right? Just figure it out, and then when you get to the big regional tournament, that's when we're going to really unleash it.
No, absolutely. So yeah, he's doing it at the right time. We're early February, and maybe by early March, he's got it fine-tuned a little bit, and he can unleash it on some of these Quad A teams.
Let's find out how the second half goes. Reminder, it is 29-7. Oak Hill has the lead. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Pinheads, tonight for helping us bring this game to you.
Now, I've told you before, I'll put in a little plug for Pinheads. Go there and have a great time bowling. Great pizza. We got a pizza there Friday night. Chow down on it. They have good food, too.
I have not had the pleasure of having their food yet, but I intend to change that soon.
Take you a Friday or Saturday night, Lucas. Go bowl and get you some pizza, man.
I will.
It's a good time in Oak Hill.
First time I get a free Friday night, I'm not doing this over at Greater Beckley or something. All right, it's Olivia Fields now, and the ball is back over to Bella Tolliver. Tolliver trying to go back inside for Kyla Queen. Olivia Fields will have it now. Actually, now it's Fields. Back over to Tolliver. Tolliver, nice feed inside.
And again, you just see the size of Oak Hill. It wasn't nice feeding. Allie Craddock tied her up, and now we have an air ball. And there was a play a couple seconds ago. It was down here in the corner, and I can't remember who it was, but she kind of lobbed a pass into the baseline, a bounce pass, and you have an open look. But you lob a pass, and Oak Hill can recover, and you don't have anything going right there. That's a nice pass by Addie Isaacs to Tasia Gray. Gray's got 6 now.
And it's Olivia Fields with the ball now. It's 31-7 Oak Hill with the lead.
Now I think Oak Hill's going 1-2-2 on that press now, so he changed it up just a little bit.
Point Pleasant a little bit of a power play for now as Tasia took a little time getting back.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. Kyla Queen was in a bad way in the corner. They had her trapped. So they're going to take a timeout real quick to save the possession for Point Pleasant.
31-7 Oak Hill with the lead here. 7:07 to go in the third quarter, just underway here on the Minerva Network.
So I'll give you real quick for Oak Hill. Allie Williams is leading all scorers. She's got 12 points. Tasia Gray's got 6. Addie Isaacs has 4. Casey Compton's come off the bench with 5. And then Jada Wilburn and Natalie Craddock have 2 apiece. And then for Point Pleasant, there's only been 2 players that score. Kyla Queen's got 5. Delaney Pearson's got 2 to get them to their 7. But, Allie Williams with 12. This is the games that I've done. This is easily the most points I've seen Allie score. She's been more effective offensively tonight than the other game I've seen. But, again, if you're watching it on TV, when Allie and Natalie are in there in the paint, I mean, Point Pleasant has no answer for them.
7:07 to go here. We're back ready for action. As soon as we get an inbounder, we will have an inbounder. It's Delaney Pearson. We'll toss it in for Point Pleasant. corner three from Kyla Queen is off the mark. And out comes Tasia Gray, 4-0 kill. It's Addie Isaacs. Isaacs putting a floater up. It's no good.
It's a tough little baseline shot from Addie. That one dribble, then pull up. That's a tough shot to hit.
Bella
Good
Tolliver.
pass. Again, a good pass, but she couldn't handle it. And then, even if she collects it, then you have Allie and Natalie just waiting to gobble her up.
Right.
So, I think it's just a situation here tonight where Oak Hill just has bigger and better athletes as Allie blocks that shot. Good look ahead by Addie.
Tasia off and running. She'll have to corral it and send things back out to Addie Isaacs. Isaacs went back to Jada Wilburn, who will put a three in the air. It is in and out. Allie Williams back to rebound, though. 4-0 kill going right into the cheerleaders. She was trying to go with Natalie Craddock.
Yeah, she's trying to feed Natalie. Had a little too much. I don't think Natalie was ready for it. Natalie actually looked at her. She said, just shoot that. And I think she should have shot it, too.
Trying to work inside, and a raw foul against Natalie. I don't think she can believe it, but she will be called for the foul.
I thought it was a good call. It was a good drive by Delaney Pearson. Good strong baseline drive. I thought she drew the contacts, and she'll go to the line. She's got her a little routine at the line there, man.
Yeah, she does.
Now, Daryl told me he thought that she was their best player. She struggled tonight against that Oak Hill size, though. Got that one to fall, so the routine worked for her the second time. She's got three. Nice steal. Pearson got the steal.
In amongst the trees, she's battling.
Yeah, and I think they're going to have a reach in. I believe that's going to be on Addie Isaacs. Yeah, that's going to be Addie's first. Because Pearson got the nice steal that time for Point Pleasant and saved the possession for him.
I'm going to call our official back over here.
It's a miscommunication. They might need to huddle up and take their own timeout.
Maybe. Back out to Bella Tolliver, who will put a three up. It is no good. Jada Wilburn will bring it back ahead now, 4-0 kill. Wilburn and Natalie Craddock fed it back out to Isaacs, who will put a three in the air. She can't get it to fall, but it comes back over to Tasia Gray.
That was good fundamental footwork by Natalie in there. Kept her pivot foot, spun around, found a wide open Addie for a good look. Nice pass by Allie. That's going to put Natalie on the line. But you can tell Natalie has worked on her footwork when she gets the ball in the post there.
Her first free throw is no good. Remains 31-8 as coming into the game for Point Pleasant is number 21, Kendra Lee.
Got that one to fall. So Natalie's got three, all at the line tonight.
32-8.
And Oak Hill in that 1-2-2 now. They were going 2-2-1 in the first half, so Daryl's changed it up a little bit. But sticking with that press for right now.
Bella Tolliver.
Oh, took a little shot, stick an elbow. So they're going to, that's going to be on Tolliver. She swung her elbow and caught Tasia. I don't think it was anything malicious. It was accidental, and you could tell by Tolliver's reaction she didn't mean to do it. Doesn't feel any better on Tasia's jaw.
No,
whether
no.
it's accidental
If only
or not.
intent lessened
right.
impact.
Still hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah. Tasia Gray now, 4-0 kill. It's Jada Wilburn. Going to feed it back inside from Natalie Craddock. Good defense there from Point Pleasant. Tasia Gray.
A little behind the back pass.
It'll be point ball.
That was a nice little behind the back pass in traffic. Tasia Gray looks like she's auditioning for the Globetrotters right there.
And I don't think Coach Compton's all too thrilled with that. As someone called timeout, I couldn't see who.
No, I couldn't either. I think Darryl might have taken that timeout, though.
He might have.
It was their possession. I don't think he thought they had a lot going. They looked a little disjointed right there that time on that possession.
Chris, I just from my observation, I'm certainly not the most trained eye in this sport, but it seems like Point Pleasant, we talked about their size advantage. They've really, in my mind, been better on the glass here so far in the second half, and they've played tight defense coming out. That's a team that we talked about again. Coach Compton mentioned their effort. They're not giving up.
No, and I told you in the pregame, he mentioned their effort twice. He said they play really hard, and I can see that. They do play really hard, and I agree with you. I think here in the second half, they've probably crashed the glass and done a little better job, and you're right, they're continuing to play defense and get down on the court and get all over the court and try to create turnovers. But, I think they're just a little out-athleted right now against Oak Hill. And that happens sometimes. You do, but you can't fault their effort, that's for sure.
No. Bella Tolliver over to Olivia Fields. Olivia Fields into Caitlin Martin. Back over to Fields.
See, that's a nice job breaking the press right there.
Back out to Tolliver. Tolliver trying to go back inside for Pearson. Shots up, and it's going to be a foul.
This is going to be on Allie Williams. That's a nice job by Pearson. That's 2 fouls she's drawn this half. Just going up strong.
First free throw is no good. Remains 32-8.
Couldn't get either one of those to fall, Lucas. Look at Jada Wilbur, man. Coast to coast, did everything but finish it. That was a nice drive. They couldn't finish the layup. That'll stay here with Oak Hill, though.
Allie Williams.
That's the play. She got fouled. They didn't call it.
And Natalie Craddock put it back up. Nearly got her on rebound. We'll have a tie up on the floor. Again, I'm not counting, but that's
a lot.
That's a lot.
Allie got fouled on that initial shot. Caitlin Martin got her on the arm. That happened in front of us. I think the refs missed it or just swallowed their whistle.
He said right in front of an official.
Yeah, I hope he didn't hear me. He might tee me up.
Well, bring back over to Allie Williams.
How mad will Darryl Compton be if I got a tee?
I
might not get announce another game for Oak Hill ever again.
Wilburn for 3. It is off the backboard.
She didn't have a good angle. Yeah, she tried to take that baseline shot, but she was too far behind the backboard, and you saw the results of it. Got to understand where you are on the court.
Olivia Fields back over to Bella Tolliver. Tolliver across court passes, brought down very nicely.
That was a good catch by Kendra Lee.
And Fields will put it back up. It is no good. And Oak Hill will have it now. It's Tasia Gray.
Yeah, good call. She bumped her out there. Kendra Lee got a little too aggressive. So it'll be her first. She bumped Tasia Gray. And Kyla Queen's going to check back into the game for Kendra Lee. Good hands that time. That was number 4, Bella Tolliver, that stripped Tasia on her way to the goal.
And now it's Tolliver back out in the break for Point Pleasant. She got it out to Caitlin Martin, who puts up a long shot. It is no good. And Allie Williams will bring it back down for Oak Hill.
Well, I think she settled. She did a nice job of getting Allie in the air, but then she settled for the mid-range jumper when she could have maybe went to the hole with it.
Trying to feed Natalie. That's not going to work. Olivia Fields has it now for Bella Tolliver. Tolliver again for Point Pleasant. Fields. Corner 3 from Kyla Queen was off the mark. Rebound was put back up, and Point unable to finish.
Yeah, they had 2 good looks that time. Just couldn't knock either one of them down.
And now it's Tasia Gray for Oak Hill. Jada Wilburn. Addie Isaacs over to Tasia Gray. Gray for 3, no. Addie Isaacs putting it up. She can't get it to fall.
Oh, it's going to be Allie's third.
She might have been called for a hip drop tackle in football.
Allie's a physical player,
She
man.
really is.
I don't think I'd want to battle her underneath.
I know I would.
So Casey Compton checking in. Danielle Parsons is checking in. Jordan Harris has checked in. The only starters still out on the court for Oak Hill right now are Allie Williams and Addie Isaacs.
Allie Williams.
Allie Williams, just like Natalie, just an eraser right there.
Addie Isaacs putting it up. Shot's no good. And it'll be brought down by Kyla Queen right in front of us.
I think that's going to be they're going to call a timeout. I thought they might call a foul, but Point Pleasant, quick timeout to save the possession that time.
Let's take a quick timeout ourselves. 2:13 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching New River Network's coverage of girls high school basketball. Back here on the New River Network, Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you on a Tuesday night here in Oak Hill. Hometown Red Devils lead at 32-8 over the visiting Point Pleasant Black Knights. And I would say what county they're in, but for life, I can't remember what county Point Pleasant's actually in, so I can't say
Mason.
Mason County.
Mason County, my man. I don't know why I remember that, but I sure did. 7th grade social studies. Played off. Oh!
How about that contact?
Yeah, that's... Tasia Gray's taking 2 big shots tonight. That's going to be on Kyla Queen. That'll be her third. Because Tasia's mom might want to get her an ice pack for after the game. She's taking a couple big shots.
She's bringing up the floor here. Tasia.
There you go. That's the play. Go up strong with it. I thought she got fouled again, honestly.
Instead, now it's Delaney Pearson over to Olivia Fields, now back over to Bella Tolliver. Tolliver trying to put a shot up as Delaney Pearson was in there. It'll go all the way back to the other end, and it'll be a kill ball.
Yeah, Jordan Harris had the right idea. Just couldn't get that pass to go where she wanted it, though. Kendra Lee's going to check back in the game, and I think Bella Tolliver is going to take a seat for Point Pleasant.
Kyla Queen got it inbounded to Olivia Fields. Fields brings it ahead under a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Trying to go back over to Queen. And Tasia's got it for Oak Hill. She'll put a long 2 up, in and out. The definition of in and out.
Yeah.
We'll keep it on this end as it goes off Kyla Queen. Casey Compton will inbound.
Nice cut by Danielle Parsons. Got to finish it, though.
So we're getting to the shot as it continues to stay on this end.
Yeah, nice cut. She just got to finish that bunny, though. Nice job out there by Kyla Queen.
Queen going to the bucket,
Oh, yeah.
and she'll lose it. A foul is going to be called.
It'll be Danielle Parsons first. That'll be the team 5th, so I think they should be shooting if I have.
I believe we are setting up to shoot.
Yeah, so I'll send Kyla Queen to the line. She's our leading scorer tonight with 5 points.
Her first free throw is good, make it 32-9. Second free throw is off the mark.
And we just can't see 2 foul shots made in one trip.
No, we really can't. That's been something we've struggled with.
Somebody needs to have a foul shooting clinic in the summer. Get some of these high school kids out to it.
Tasia Gray now 4-0 kill.
Nice drive by Tasia. Didn't finish it, though. She got into the teeth of that zone.
It seems like recently there's been a little on that rim when it comes to a shot beyond the arc.
Yes, I think there has been a lid on that rim.
Tasia Gray now. Compton made me look like a liar.
She banked it. I don't think she meant to either. That's one of those when it was let go, I bet Casey was thinking, please don't go behind the backboard. Then she banked it in. Nice job. 8 points for Casey off the bench. She's played a nice game.
She really has. From my memory, this is the most she's played in the game that I've had her. So she's played her way up the rotation a little bit. 35-9. Oak Hill with the lead. Olivia Fields for Point Pleasant.
Good D by Danielle Parsons, man. Step for step with her. Cut her off.
Nice feedback over to Queen.
That's
Queen,
a good drive
nice.
by Queen.
Oh, man, just couldn't finish.
Yeah, that was a really good drive, though, by Kyler Queen.
Jordan Harris was in there, but it will be Oak Hill ball with 11.6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tasia Gray. Gray put it up. Allie Williams in there on the rebound. Williams puts a shot back up. It's in. Beats the buzzer.
Allie's got 14 to lead all scorers. She's played a really nice game tonight for Oak Hill.
Fourth quarter upcoming. 37-9 lead for Oak Hill. Let's take a quick break and come back for the last frame here on the River Network. And we are back here for the fourth quarter on the River Network. Lucas Berry, Chris Rader here with you. 37-9, Oak Hill with the lead, beginning our final 8 minutes of action.
Yeah, so this has been a success for Daryl Compton. He said he wanted to try some new things. He's tried them. They've worked as well as I think he could have hoped they did. You know, Point Pleasant only has 9 points here going into the third quarter. And then you can take this and take it on the road against Bluefield and then work on some more in practice, too.
It's Kyla Queen. Showed up the shot, nearly got it to fall. Point Pleasant, though, dig back the rebound. And now it's over to Kendra Lee. Kendra Lee trying to go back out to the corner, but it's stolen away here by Jordan Harris.
It's good ball handling by Jordan Harris, though, dribbling through traffic.
Harris.
Splash. Tasia's got 9 now. I think she's one of the. She got a little frustrated. She missed a couple of floaters in the lane. So it did her some good to see the ball go through the net on that 3.
Bella Tolliver. Tolliver's got to do something with him. They're going to say she walked while trying to figure it out.
Yeah, just a frustrating night for Point Pleasant. They haven't been able to get anything going all night offensively.
Casey Compton had to have some attention given her. They put a bandage on her. And I would say I don't know where she's picked up a cut, but as physical as it's been, I can see her picking up a cut. And Tasia will be the first one to attest to that.
Yeah. Nice
Allie
strong
Williams.
move by Allie. I like it. 16 points for Allie Williams. That was a good, strong move. She was determined she was going to get in the lane and score that time.
Mackenzie Weichel had it, number 15. Haven't called her name yet. And that's going to be a foul as Tasia Gray was off and running.
That'll be Bella Tolliver's third. Tasia Gray's a one-woman break, man. When she gets in the open court, she's got her head down, and she's looking to get to the bucket.
Tasia Gray putting a 3 up.
Really good ball movement that time from Oak Hill. Casey Compton made the extra pass to get Tasia a good look in the corner, just couldn't knock it down. But that's the right idea, and Daryl Compton will be happy with that as Danielle Parsons checks out and Addie Isaac checks back in the game here for Oak Hill.
Bella Tolliver. In the corner, it's short.
Yeah, Pearson stepped into a 3, left it short though.
And back out ahead it is quickly to Addie Isaacs. Isaacs back over to Tasia Gray, with members of the 1,000-point club. Casey Compton.
Oh, that's a good pass. That's a good pocket pass. Really nice pass by Casey Compton. She's made a couple of those tonight. Nice passes inside.
44-9. Under 6 minutes to go now in the ball game. Kendra Lee puts up a tough shot that really probably should have gone in. It was a good shot. But it's been that kind of night for the Black Knights. Here's Casey Compton.
Another nice pass by Casey. I like it.
Going into Jordan Harris.
I think that's going to be on Delaney Pearson. That'll be her first. But Casey Compton's had some really nice dishes tonight in traffic, setting up her teammates for easy shots. That time, Jordan Harris was able to draw the foul, but it's all because Casey Compton set her up with a really nice pass inside. So that's Jordan's first points of the night. And man, she gets some arc on that foul shot too. That is some real arc on that foul shot. But she knocked them both down. That's what I've been asking for all night. So nice shot by Jordan Harris. She looks like she might take out a light with it.
Off the mark from Fields.
Good box out by Allie.
And here now is Jordan Harris. It's Tasia Gray. Tasia back over to Addie Isaacs. Now back over to Jordan Harris. Harris puts up a floater. Can't get it to go.
Followed her own shot, though.
And put it back up. Again, it's short, and we'll see where it goes. It'll go to Point Pleasant. Olivia Fields now for the Black Knights. This logo looks an awful lot like the Rutgers logo of old.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That's got a little Rutgers look to it.
Thank you, Old Big East, for educating me on Rutgers looks.
Yeah.
Tasia Gray. Addie Isaacs for 3. Short. Don't see that too often from Addie.
No, Addie hasn't had her normal offensive output tonight. She really hasn't looked for a shot that much. She's only got 4 points. But to be honest, and I think she knows this is an opponent she doesn't really have to get 20 points against.
Right, there's a nice 3 from Bella Tolliver.
It's Bella's first points of the night, and they get Point Pleasant in the double figures. But yeah, I think Addie's she's content to let the others score here for Oak Hill, knowing that they don't need her. But in the regionals, they will.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to need her scoring.
Allie Williams putting it up. Can't get it to fall. Casey Compton was in there on the rebound. Compton puts it up, short all the foul.
I think that's going to be on number 40, Faith Howes. That'll be her first. But I like Allie's aggressiveness. She's looking to bulldog her way in there and try to score. She needs to do that when they get into the regionals, too, against some of these Quad A opponents. And she's going to check out. Natalie Craddock's going to check in for us. So Allie's got 18 points. She's played a heck of a good game tonight here for Oak Hill.
Got it.
Casey is at 9. She's flirting with double figures right now.
I wouldn't put it past her to get it in the last 4:13. Bella Tolliver.
Good hands by Addie Isaacs. Good
Isaacs
look
up ahead. And
Nice
that's
job
going to be
Nice
out
job by
off
Caitlin
of
Alley. Or Caitlin
Caitlin
Martin.
That really was a nice job reading that and then
Yeah.
deflecting out of bounds. Jordan Harris.
Nah, Jordan just dribbled off her foot, just lost it.
And now out comes Bella Tolliver. Tolliver trying to feed it inside for Olivia Fields, and it will go out of bounds. That should be Oak Hill's possession, I think.
But again, Addie Isaacs did a nice job of getting back and getting a hand on that pass.
No, they're going to say that's Point Pleasant ball. Must have gone off Oak Hill. I didn't see that.
As number 11, Eva Barton checks in. She's a freshman. She's getting her first action of the game here tonight for Point.
Fields thought about a corner three, then she'll kick it back out. And that is Barton. Eva Barton.
I thought she doubled. She lost it anyway.
And out comes Casey Compton. Compton, there's double figures.
There's double figures. Casey's got 11 off the bench. Played a really nice game here tonight for Oak Hill.
As that's now.
She
Caitlin
should have
Martin.
shot that. She got it.
She got it.
She passed up an easier shot for a tougher shot, but knocked it down. So Caitlin Martin, she's got her first two of the night.
49-14 is Casey Compton now for Oak Hill. The newly minted double figure scored.
There
and
you
now
go.
here's
There you
Natalie
go.
Craddock. She'll finish inside.
Natalie's got 5 now.
51-14, 3:03 to go in the game. Olivia Fields trying to feed it back inside. It's stolen away. Casey Compton out on the break for Oak Hill.
Good pass.
Really
Natalie
good
left
pass to
hand
Natalie. She
finished
got
it.
it.
That's a way to finish with your offhand, kid.
53-14.
Another nice pass, though, from Casey Compton. She's had a lot of nice dishes tonight.
Timeout called by Point Pleasant. Tell you what, let's take a timeout with them. You are watching River Network's coverage of Oak Hill Girls High School basketball. Let's take a quick break and come back for the resumption of the game. My mistake on that one. I thought there was a timeout called.
I did too, actually.
Apologies all around. As Tasia Gray got it over to Carrie Fizel. Fizel, tough shot. Addie Isaacs now for Fizel. Back over here to Tasia Gray. Gray puts up a long three. It's off the front of the rim. And that'll be brought down by Kendra Lee.
I think Lee's hurt down there.
I think so.
She fell hard.
Grasping that knee there. When we have a second, let's take that break we promised you. We'll be right back on the River Network. As the Lilly Center applauds Point Pleasant's player who's injured. And it does not look all that great from where I'm at, but she's up, she's moving, albeit a bit laboriously, but she is moving.
Yeah, not putting any weight on it right now. We couldn't, from our vantage point, we couldn't see what happened. I know she fell hard down there. Hopefully the kid's okay. I think that was Kendra Lee.
I think so.
She was injured. Hopefully she's okay.
Oh, absolutely. Never want to see anyone get injured in a game, but unfortunately that is the risk that everyone knows about. So it's 2:01 to go here in the game. 53-14, Oak Hill has the lead over Point Pleasant. And it will be Oak Hill ball. Deja Gray will dribble it up for Oak Hill. Addie Isaacs. Back over to Carrie Fizel. Inside now for Craddock. Got it back to Fizel. Puts a three ball in the air. It's off the backboard. And out comes.
Bench is wanting Carrison to score.
Mackenzie Weichel. Weichel puts a tough shot up. She can't get it to fall. The rebound comes all the way back out to her. And she tried to go back inside, but it's stolen away by Fizel. Tasia Gray.
They're looking for Carrison. They want Carrison to score here. Force feeding it to her a little bit.
Natalie Craddock puts up a shot. She can't get it to fall. That was number 32, Cassandra Weichel, on the rebound for Point Pleasant. Cassandra will get it over to Mackenzie Weichel. And the shot was blocked on the way in. It comes back out to Addie Isaacs. And again, out to Tasia Gray. Up
Good
ahead
pass.
for Carrison Fizel. Can she take it? No. Nice feedback out to Tasia Gray. Cross-court pass down to Addie Isaacs. Isaacs again to Tasia.
They're really wanting Carrison to score here. She's going to feed Jordan Harris, though.
Harris. Back over to Carrison Fizel, putting it back inside for Natalie Craddock, and we'll keep it on this end of the floor with 39.7 seconds to go in the game. And you're right, Chris. They really are encouraging her to score.
They're looking for Carrison Fizel. They want her to knock down a shot here before the game ends.
Jordan Harris.
There you go. That's the look right there if she's going to do it.
Oh!
In and out. That was the best look she had.
Eva Barton, I beg your pardon. And now it is Cassandra Weichel. And she'll go back over to Barton. With 19.7 seconds, they're going to get ahead to Fizel. Fizel will look over her options, get it over to Tasia Gray. Tasia got it back to Carrison Fizel, feeding it back in for Natalie Craddock. Going into the corner now is Addie Isaacs. And that's how this thing's going to end. 53-14, Oak Hill wins over Point Pleasant, gets back to a winning record at 9-8. And Chris, I'd say from my perspective, that experiment for Coach Compton's got to be doing pretty good at the moment.
He got everything he wanted out of this game. He got to practice something new. He got an easy win. He's going to get a chance to iron out some wrinkles of that 2-2-1 zone, iron out some wrinkles of how he attacks a zone defense. But, yeah, he got everything he wanted out of it. And he'll have Bluefield next week. But, yeah, what he's doing now, he's trying to get better and prepare for when they get into postseason play in early March.
Well, we're going to speak to the coach himself and get his thoughts on this one, get his assessment in real time.
Yeah. No, I'm talking for him. He might say something totally different. So
he might say this was awful. We need to go back.
I can't climb in Daryl Compton's head.
No. Not that you wouldn't try. We'll get Coach in here.
I think he wants us to talk to Tasia, too. So
yeah, we'll talk to Tasia. No problem at all.
I'll give Tasia my headset.
Tasia, welcome into the Nervo Network.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this one today. This is the second time you've beaten Point Pleasant, but we talked to Coach before the game. You all were trying some things out. How do you feel this win? What do you feel this win does for you all going forward as we look forward to the postseason play, which isn't that far away?
I feel like we worked on stuff that we needed to work on, our press, our rebounding, our defense, running our plays right, how we're supposed to run them. And we did a pretty good job today.
Let's talk about your game, because you obviously you're the one that kind of facilitates everything. How would you assess your play tonight?
I just try to let the offense run, let them look for me when I was open, and they did so.
Tasha, I can't thank you enough for stopping by and taking some time with us. Go enjoy this win with your teammates.
Thank you.
Get Coach Compton in here.
How we doing?
Pretty good, Coach. Question is, how are you doing after this big win? You talked to Chris Ray a little bit before the game. You all were trying something new. What's your kind of a real-time assessment, having just not looked at the film, of course, but just seen it in real time? How would you assess your experiment so far?
So the 2-2-1, we still got to work on that. We went back to what we normally do, just to kind of open up the game a little bit. So we got to get to work. And then third quarter, we've struggled all year long with the third quarter, and we did again today. So I don't know how to fix that. We're going to try to work on that and see what we can do.
Let's talk about, we're already, it does feel like we just got started. I don't know how it feels for you, but it feels like we just got started with this thing. Now we're already looking at the playoffs being not that far away. What do you want to see from your team down the stretch here as we close out the season, seeming like it's not that far away before we get into the big regional tournament?
Big thing is closing out games and playing a full game. It seems like every game that we play, there's one quarter that's just a bad quarter for us. And in our region, you can't have bad quarters. You got to play all four. So if we do that and defensively get a little bit tougher and really work the ball inside to our two bigs, we're coming along good. But we got to keep the intensity in practice, and these next 2 weeks really figure out what we can do, what we can't do.
I'll wrap this up with this. You were able to get some more players in the rotation. Casey, of course, played a lot more than what I had seen her play previously.
Yep.
It feels like you're starting to, was that more of a just build depth move, or was that also part of the experiment where you're going, okay, let's see if we can fit some pieces into certain places, and then conversely to that, just getting more players playing time, building up to the big regional tournament?
So I always thought we was 9 deep going into the season, and it just seemed it hasn't worked out the way I wanted it to, but it's starting to. So I think we can play 9 deep. Of course, we had some injuries too, so that kind of messed us up. But and Casey's coming off a shoulder injury, and of course, Harrison, she's coming off a broken nose. So trying to get those girls back to where they were before the injury started, and we'll be fine.
Coach, I can't thank you enough.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Victoria's head coach, Mr. Daryl Compton. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that one. That wraps it up here for the New River Network. Final score, Point Pleasant 14, Oak Hill 53. You have been watching girls high school basketball from the campus of Oak Hill High School. Good night, everyone.